just going to go through my trades today. Now, as you can see, this red line is represented by market open. There you go. And overnight we chopped, but we did form this low, okay? And last night, before I went to bed, I marked that low. This morning we came and we swept that low at 9:05 exactly. And then we pushed. A good trade would have been to take this sweep of this low, and then as soon as we got over this order block, you could have taken a momentum trade and closed that for a good 10-point move, and that would have been your first £50 of the day. Across 20 accounts, you've just made £1,000. Okay, I didn't take the trade. However, these are our levels that were marked. Now, when I came into the market, obviously I noticed this sweep, and I also marked this low. Okay, and I came into the market about 9 o'clock, so I'd missed this move up, and I saw the rejection. And now my plan was to either have this low swept or this low swept. So this low got swept, and then we started to climb back above. Now, I'm not going to enter a trade straight away. As soon as the lows got swept, I need extra confirmation. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw my order block, and you could have drawn it off these two candles, or if you wanted to, drawn it off these three. And we had a bounce off that order block. But what I wanted to see is I wanted to see a breaker form. So you can see here we've got an order block on the way down, right? That would have been grey at the time. We formed an order block here, and now I want to see the order block get broken. So I can turn this blue, a bounce off it, and now it's a breaker, and I entered a position here at 410. Now, I know there was a liquidity level right here. However, because it had already been swept almost, I was hoping that we could get above this. My stop loss was right below here. Market went up, and really I should have closed at this next liquidity level, which was 518. But because we were so far past my my entry, I held. My stop loss was under here. We had a very bullish night, so I assumed that we would continue to move up. Held here. This would have been a great entry, a bounce exactly off the breaker block to go long. Now, because we were so bullish overnight, my aim was to close this trade at 4233. 4244 was incredibly difficult to break. You can see here that we were trying to break it from 5 to 4, that's UK time, all the way to 6 o'clock when we eventually broke it, and then we dumped. So what I ended up having was this order block here, because we had like an impulsive move out of this 424. So when the market came down and started to get below, this first candle closed inside the order block. But as soon as the second candle came in with volume, there was a lot of volume as well on this candle. I got out of the position, and you can see on the screen how much I made from that position. We had this order block at the start of the day. And this was where the main move started in the afternoon session, 12 o'clock UK time. So this would have been around 8 a.m. in the US, and you can see the market started to push. Now, when the sell-off happened, I was going to enter a position of the 200, but the volume of the selling just was not going down. You can see here the volume bars are huge. We started to bounce a little bit, but I thought after all this selling, it's probably safer to have a low get swept. And we didn't get a low get swept. However, we bounced off this order block. Now, I originally had the order block drawn here. Okay. If you want to be safer, just draw, if there are small candles like these, just draw all the opposite candles before the move. Anyway, market came down here and we started to bounce, and then I took a position around here. So after the bounce, I wanted to see what the sellers were going to do about the bounce, and you can see that the red candles could not close anywhere below the last green candle. So at this point, buyers were back in control, and I took a position here off the 200 EMA. My stop loss was right below on a candle body close, and I got rid of the position at this fair value gap that was created on the way down. So that was my two trades. You can see the total we are at. We've only got around $500 left to do, so I think we should probably get the evaluation completed, fingers crossed, by the end of the week or early next week, and then that's the evaluation challenge done, and we have a live account. The only thing I've done on this whole journey is trade one MES account. Now, if you think about it, there's some days where I've made 188, 158. Across 20 accounts, that would have been a 3K day, and that's more than enough for anyone that is trading.